Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from carwow. So I want to see if you can beat the awesome Ferrari SF90 in a drag race with a Nissan GT-R that's been tuned that costs significantly less. So let me tell you about this GT-R. So it has a 3.8 litre twin turbo V6 engine that puts out, in this case, 1,000 horsepower and 1,150 newton meters of torque, because the engine has been forged by JM Imports. They've also done a load of other things, the ECU, the turbochargers, the exhaust systems, loads and loads of stuff. Link to them is in the description. All the changes though do nothing to the car's weight. It still weighs in at 1,750 kilos. And in terms of the price, well, you can get a GT-R now from about £30,000, and then that bill from JM is about £50,000. This particular car, all in, is probably worth about £90,000, which is a fraction of the price of that Ferrari. Anyway, let's go over to its driver, because it's our new German YouTube presenter, Daniel. Hey Daniel, how you doing?
Very well, super excited and a bit confused by how the Ferrari works.
Yeah, it's a bit unusual, isn't it? All like the different settings and how you control launch mode and blah, 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 compared to, say, something like a Porsche, which is just simpler, isn't it?
Exactly.
But it's not that confusing. I'm sure you'll be able to make it work. So anyway, tell me about the car, because actually the way it's engineered is confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's an internal combustion engine, but not only, obviously, it's a 4-litre V8, but it also has 2 electric motors that give it this boost. It has 1,000 horsepower and 800 newton meters. It is savagely fast.
Actually, I don't mean to be pedantic, my friend, but I think you'll find that it's got 3 electric motors, because there's also an electric motor between the twin-turbo V8 and the 8-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. Sorry, just been a bit of a geek.
You're right. This one actually is quite important because it aids with all of the smoothness of the powertrain.
Do you know how much that thing weighs though?
I believe it's a little bit under 1,600 kilograms, and yours is significantly heavier, I think.
Yeah, but that's only to do with my big weighty balls. Anyhow, this car might be heavier, but it's a lot less expensive. That Ferrari is like over £370,000. In fact, when you start adding some bits and pieces to it, it's easily over £400,000 for one of those if you want some equipment on it, which is a lot of money, isn't it? But there is a lot of performance as well.
It is a Ferrari, so there's always a bit of artistry. It is kind of a piece of art. I think as far as looks are concerned, this one is prettier.
I think you're correct. That looks better than this. This is very brutal. Oh, Godzilla. Anyhow, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell icon. That way you'll always be alerted when we make a new upload. Let's do this. Buy, sell, carwow. Okay, before we race, we're going to do the customary carwow sound check. So I'm going to rev up this tuned GT-R. Oh my God. There's a lot of pops and a lot of smoke. Hopefully it wasn't bad smoke. It wasn't blue, so that should be fine. I wonder if the Ferrari sounds any better. I bet it doesn't. Daniel, rev up the Ferrari. I think we can both agree that this sounds better, right?
Which one sounds better?
This one. No, there's no question.
I think as far as beauty of the sound is, the Ferrari wins, but as far as noise... By the way, you just spit some fire, if you didn't notice.
Oh, that's what the smoke was. Okay, so this definitely wins that, right? I spat fire, made a louder noise. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah, fair enough, you win.
Anyhow, let's do this. Let's actually race. Hopefully I'll win the race as well.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Come on, GT-R! This is nuts! What do you think about that, Daniel? I bet you thought you were going to win this easy.
I can't really say what happened. I thought, maybe you can judge this from your perspective, I think my start was pretty good, and considering that, I was thinking the Ferrari would take it.
Well, you thought wrong. Do you want to do a best 2 out of 3?
Absolutely.
3, 2, 1.
It's even better, that launch! It's so close! yes, yes, yes!
What the
Don't bother spending all that money on a Ferrari, just get yourself a GTR and take it to JM Imports and you will be quicker. This is so good. Your launch was epic, mate. It was, but you might have all this clever technology and blah, 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 blah. This is good old-fashioned, just simple tuning an internal combustion engine and burn more fuel.
It's also very impressive tuning because this power has to be handled by all of these components and they're not burning up, at least not at the moment.
That is a good point. At least not at the moment. Let's leave it there so that they don't burn up. Sure they won't. Hopefully wouldn't.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the Nissan won, completing the standing quarter mile in 9.5 seconds, while the Ferrari took 9.7 seconds.
So Daniel, we'd normally be doing the rolling race now, but as you said, all the stress that's going through these mechanical components, it has caused a problem in the car. So I've got a transmission warning light up. Though, according to the owner, it's not a problem. I just need to drive it around for a bit. It's like a safety thing built into the car so it doesn't overheat too much. So I've got to drive it around for a bit, like I'm just going to the shops or something, and get some heat out of the transmission, then we'll be good to go. You just sit there and recharge your batteries.
All right.
Okay. Okay then, Daniel, my transmission warning light has gone out. All's good in the GTR hood. You ready for a rolling race?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do this. Have your car in just like normal cruising mode, automatic mode for the gearbox. We'll roll on for 50 miles an hour, see who's quickest over the half mile. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it didn't kick down. Oh, it kicked down now. Hello.
Oh.
Come on, catch him up. Come on. I'm catching. Will I catch him before the half mile? Where is it? Come on, GTR. So, I threw the throttle, it stayed in fourth, waited for a bit, you took off, and then it finally kicked down. I was well behind you, then I started to reel you in, but then I started to reel you in less and less, and I'm not sure who had it on the line. What do you reckon?
It looked like me, to be honest.
I think it might have been you. That thing took off really well, didn't it?
It did. I think this is the electric fill that you get from the power, and my suspicion would be if you are in a more aggressive mode, you can actually take me.
All right, we're going to do another rolling race from 50 miles an hour. This time, the car's in their sportier settings and manual mode for the gearbox, so I'm going to count it in. Here we go, it's 50. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, can I beat him to the half mile? Catch him up. Catch him up. Oh, Daniel, actually, the Ferrari did better than I thought. Without the hesitation on the gearbox on this, I'd been with more of a chance, but no, that took off even quicker that time.
Yeah, that also surprised me. I think I was 173 miles an hour over the line.
Yeah, I failed to look at what I was doing. Okay, I want to do one last time because there's a little cheat you can do with this car to improve the initial takeoff. What I have to do is press the cancel button, floor the accelerator, allow the car to build boost without actually accelerating. Then when I release the cancel button, it will allow it to accelerate, and so it should be on full boost and I should get better takeoff. So maybe then I can beat you. Let's try it.
All right, that didn't sound complicated at all.
Yeah, exactly. I might well cock it up. Okay then, Daniel, let's see what my coordination is like as I try to make this happen. So, and get into third gear, get to 50 miles an hour, thumb on the cancel button and on the upshifter. You ready? 3, 2, pressing cancel, 1, go. Yes! It works! It works! Oh, yeah! I think we can both agree that definitely works.
I had no idea that such a small button would make such a big difference.
Have you not got a girlfriend?
Yeah, leave it as it is, I think.
Finally then we have a brake test from 100 miles an hour. When we reach line, full emergency stop. Car which stops in the shortest distance wins. If you'd rather watch another drag race featuring a GTR with something like 1600 horsepower, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description below. If not, stay here for the brake test because here comes the line. I think I might lose this, but you never know. Here we go.
What the f?
Okay. Did you brake properly, Daniel? What happened?
Yeah, I hit the brake full on, but we can try again, I think. But I had a good feeling about hitting like the timing and everything.
I just didn't expect that. Did you expect that? I didn't expect that.
No, it doesn't make sense. How can the bigger, fatter car stop better? What?
Let's just check in with the owner, Nathan. Thank you, Nathan, for lending us this car. Whether he's upgraded the brakes. Nathan, can anyone get me Nathan? Has Nathan upgraded the brakes on this car?
Yes, Matt, they're carbon ceramic brakes from GT-R.
That whispery voice that you heard was someone saying, yes, he's upgraded the brakes. And that'll be why I won. Yes, it's got performance brakes, so it's been upgraded.